Hello everyone, my name's Stefan, Botanist Cool. Today we're painting a green dragon model mini, and if you guys are enjoying my mini paintings, make sure to like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And if you want to support the mini painting specifically, take a look at my throne, send me some minis, and I will be painting them on stream and in videos. So let's get right on into it. This was a gift sent to me for my birthday, which passed, when you're watching this, yesterday, by a friend of mine. And this was a green dragon, a young green dragon mini, and I really liked it. It was really cool. The thing was, when I started looking at this mini, and you'll see this on my unboxing video from a few days ago, I looked at the sides where these scales were, and it looked like gills more than it looked like scales. So I decided, hey, we're gonna make this not a green dragon, we're gonna make it like a coastal water algae kind of dragon. So I love that idea of an algae dragon. So my big three colors were Frost Blue, Merfolk Turquoise, and Feywild Emerald from the Army Painters D&D collab. On this side, I did use things like Skeleton Bone, Cambrian Crimson, Matte White, Matte Black, and of course, the Uniform Gray. And last but not least, Shadow Wash. For different things I'll talk about later on, but my three biggest colors were Frost Blue, Merfolk Turquoise, and Feywild Emerald. That was 90% of it. So I started basically by putting a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of Frost Blue on there. I made it a blue dragon for quite a while. And I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do on the underside of the dragon at the time. I was thinking maybe I'll do like a gray or like a cream or something, like make it almost like a great white shark kind of deal where it's blue on the top and gray on the bottom. I ended up changing that idea later on, so we'll see what that happens with that later. After I did that first coat of Frost Blue, I then did a coat of Merfolk Turquoise in dry brushing. In fact, most of my work here was done in dry brushing, which is really cool. I enjoy dry brushing quite a bit for some reason, and it just looks really good to dry brush. It just really does. So I dry brushed the Merfolk Turquoise on there. Then I mixed Merfolk Turquoise. That's a hard word to say, Merfolk Turquoise, and Feywild Emerald to make a darker Merfolk Turquoise. And then I started dry brushing it again, and then I started using Feywild Emerald to do some specific outlines on things like the bones of the wings, etc. Some little details here and there on some of the scales, and of course I've added in a little bit more brushing to make some parts deeper and stronger and more prevalent, right? That part was pretty easy, and honestly I finished that very quickly. This is a piece that I would consider on par with my other dragon pieces, easily, if not better than my other dragon pieces, and it's taken me half the time. This piece took me 3 hours to do, maybe 3.5 max. No, 3 hours to do. And a lot of that time was in the details when I took the Merfolk Turquoise and the Feywild Emerald and mixed it with a little bit of matte white. And what I did was I started using that to highlight things. I highlighted all the ridges that were on the wings. I highlighted all the edges of the scales so that the scales would pop out, and you can see that shading underneath. That's the dark blue shading underneath each scales as the edges get greener and then the tips kind of pop with that little bit of highlighting. And you'll see that as time goes on. You'll see that when I do the spinning of the model, but this is the proudest I have ever been of a model. It is, and I will say this right now, the best model I've ever painted. I've painted good models. That purple worm was my favorite for a very long time. I am really proud of the patina on the copper dragon. Very proud of it. I am very proud of my Rathian. This coastal dragon takes the cake. It absolutely takes the cake, and it is done fantastically. It was mostly just 3 colors that brought this thing to life, and I remember when I used to try to draw, I was given a challenge to say, hey, just choose 3 colors and draw those 3 colors, use them all to shade, don't change any colors, etc. And that's basically what I did here, but with acrylic paint, and it worked really well. I chose that gradient of Frost Blue to Emerald, Feywild Emerald. I found the middle, which is the Merfolk Turquoise, and then I just used those colors to make a difference. Now, what I could have done if I really wanted to get a little bit more detailed was done the Frost Blue, a mix of Frost Blue with Merfolk Turquoise, mix of Merfolk Turquoise with Feywild Emerald, and then Feywild Emerald, but I think that would have been too much, honestly. I don't think that would have helped out in quality that much. I think it just worked fine the way it was. So I'm very happy with how it came out, and I'm very, very happy with the end result. It is the mini that I am most proud of, and it stands out from all my other minis. A lot of my minis are browns, greens, reds, and blacks. And there's obviously the metallic ones, which stand out on their own right, but this one stands out from everything. It is bright blue and green. It looks like, at a distance, it kind of looks almost a little swampy, which I love too, but it really does look a lot more coastal, algae, seaweedy, and I really like that. And that's the exact vibe I was going for. Maybe a little lakey, maybe like a little lakey. I don't know. It does not look like a green dragon or a blue dragon. It looks like an aquatic dragon of some sort, and I really like that. I'm still a little sad that WizKids don't have any of the long Eastern looking dragons, instead only have like the classic European dragons, but hey ho, I can't really complain too much. They are fantastic nonetheless, and one day I'll get myself an Eastern looking dragon. I know that they're doing one for Pathfinder soon, and I'm gonna want to get it for sure, 100% for sure. All those other colors I used were very simple. The Cambrian Crimson, I really did shake up very well, and it turned out better than any other time I've ever used it. So that wasn't my issue. I did not properly mix it the first few times I've used it, and I used it just for the mouth in all reality. Skeletal Bone I used for the teeth, and of course for the nails, which came out very well. Matte Black I used for the eyes. Uniform Gray I used for the stone. Now here's the cool thing about Uniform Gray. I let it dry. I actually let it dry, believe it or not. I know it's very rare for me to let it dry. I put wash on it, and I put a lot of wash, so that Uniform Gray ended up becoming very, very dark, and ended up being very dark gray. And I'm like, that's not the gray I want, obviously. So I dry brushed some Uniform Gray back onto it, and you started getting this variance, obviously, where the wash settled into really dark areas, and I was able to dry brush a lot of those lighter areas back to what they're supposed to look like. Then I mixed Uniform Gray and Matte White together to make a really, really light rock looking thing, and it was, oh my god. Honestly, the best set of rocks I ever made as well. This is the best mini I have ever painted, and I am insanely proud of it. I literally been talking to my friends. I talked to a friend of mine who sent me the mini. They're like, oh my god, Steph, this looks amazing. You already finished the mini? I'm like, yeah, I did. I might go back and do some like little minor touch-ups here and there, but like, I am very confident in this mini. I never want to touch it again. Never again. Never again. It looks so good. You guys are probably seeing that spinning around now and probably seeing why I'm so proud of it. The highlighting job I'm really proud of because it provides a level of depth to the mini I've never provided to most of my minis, aside from potentially the purple worm. It is a little... It's very prevalent. There's a lot of stuff that are on the wings that when you look at the wings, they have a lot of like little ridges that they go through, and the scales are really cool. Oh my god, I'm just... I literally just spoke to a friend of mine for like an hour today, just like, I am so proud of this. It is so good. I did so good. I am so proud of this. They were likely sick of me. Anyways, this is the best mini I've ever done. Straight up, I'm very proud of it. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys do want to support me more on the mini painting journey specifically, take a look at my throne. I got some dragons up there. I've got like a big old frog guy. I think I got a salamander up there and some ships as well if you guys would like to help get there as well. And I also think I have some Warhammer on there. Nothing crazy. I don't like asking people for like these crazy kinds of things. I only have one thing there that's a little more expensive, but mini prices are a little wild, as whoever is in the hobby knows. And I'm grateful for your support, but honestly the best way to support me in general, overall, is just to like the video, subscribe, and share it with friends. Say, hey, this guy paints minis and he paints them well and he's learning. And that'll be it for me. Thank you guys very much for your support. Thank you for watching through to this area. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.